Hi, my name is Pierre-Alexandre Petit. I have read a book about microphone from Paul White. It's called Basic Microphone. Paul White is a professional recorder that's done some books about the recording tip, mixing tips, etc. So in this book I have read an article about drum recording. The drum recording is pretty different from the other recording because you can't expect from a well-tuned drum to sound perfectly in the studio because the drum is made for live. You have, so it means that the sound noise and the live won't be perceptible. That's not the case of studio recording. So there's some tips about how to record well. So the first, yeah, you must set it in an environment mostly live. It means set it like in a large room with surface and large surface and etc. You can set up artificial. You can put in every room that sounds good, but you can put a reverb on the mixing so it sounds like if it was in a large room. There's some tips about how to make the drum sound good. First, in this kick, in the head of this kick, a big hole is useful because the less amount of head it rests on the kick head, the less it will ring because there's there like a little sound that can be heard by the microphone about the ringing of the head. It's useful to have a big hole instead of a little like in live. In live you won't hear the ringing of the head. There's a way to, you must tune every tom, snare, kick really well if you want it to sound good because there's a tips in recording. If you have something that sounds crap, you can't expect to sound it good after the mixing, even if you're really good. So must tune perfectly the tone, etc. It must, at the edge of the head, it must sound exactly the same, like the same pitch on every, I say corner, but it's like there's some vis that must be tuned perfectly and around the edge of the head. So there's a way to put the microphone. There's different way, indeed. Like for example, to put the microphone for the overhead, put it on 45 degrees like that, so it can take everything. It's like overhead. It must be set as the same distance the two from the snare. So take a chord, etc. and do it perfectly. There's a way, it's less professional, but it sounds good too. Put a microphone at right and at left. You can use different microphone for different things. And for example, I have recorded my drum and I have used two microphones per kick. So one inside, one outside, and it sounds really good. It permits to have like the kick sound and the boomy sound of the kick. So you can't mix really good with that. I have used two microphones, two for the snare, one down and one up. The same thing, permit to mix the kick with the two microphones. It's really nice. Microphone for the hi-hat is very useful. The hi-hat is catched by the overhead to the left of the drum, but it's better to have a microphone for the hi-hat because when you use the hi-hat pedal, like to close the hi-hat with your feet, sometimes it isn't heard by the overhead. So with a microphone for the hi-hat is very useful. For the ride it's useful too, but it is heard by the overhead, but not really loud. So a microphone for the ride is really good. So a microphone for each tone is really useful, and every drum record has that. Pretty sure of that. So that's all about this article, and that's it.